Pennsylvania Republican Congressman and Chief Deputy Whip Guy Reschenthaler joins me. Good evening, sir. And as we look forward to tomorrow to see what happens, President Trump is 100%, he's thrown himself behind Leader McCarthy. Am I right about that? And what impact does that have?
You are, Greta, and thanks for having me on. Happy New Year's. The Republicans are almost all united behind Kevin McCarthy. From Donald Trump, wide range of people from the political spectrum are behind Kevin McCarthy. These 5 hardliners or 6 hardliners, however many there are tonight, they're really taking a stance against the Republican Party because at the end of the day, there's 2 choices. It's we vote for Kevin McCarthy or we have chaos. And unfortunately, these few individuals are choosing to prioritize chaos over what's good for the Republican Party and what's good for the United States.
Well, how do you tame them if they're in for chaos and there are 5, or if you take this letter, there's another 9, but I think those can be pulled over the line. I don't know. But I mean, how do you tame the 5 or chaos? Because you can't lose 5.
Well, I think if they hear from their base that they want a conservative speaker, Kevin McCarthy, of course, and that they don't like the chaos that's ensuing, that will move these individuals. President Trump is making phone calls. And let's not forget, they made a list of demands for Kevin McCarthy to change the rules package. And Kevin, to his credit, has given them a lot of what they want. We now have the Holman rule in place, which gives the legislative body the ability to cut the pay or terminate unelected career bureaucrats. For example, we now have to have a supermajority if we want to have a tax increase. So Leader McCarthy, soon to be Speaker McCarthy, has given a lot of concessions. The difference here is that they keep saying, we'll vote for you if you give us this or that. Kevin gives that to them and they still hold out their vote. They're not negotiating in good faith.
Well, Congressman Matt Gaetz has been close to President Trump. He seems to be one of the biggest hardliners against Leader McCarthy. It actually just looks like he doesn't like him because I'm not sure, what his demands are. But he's definitely a no. There's no, Trump can't change him.
Matt is a very good friend of mine, and I think that he's a no vote. That's okay. We can lose 5 and still get Kevin the gavel. So there might be a few that still vote no. Matt might be one of them, but we will have enough votes to get Kevin the gavel come tomorrow.
2, 3 ballots. What do you think?
Greta, I'd like it to go 1 ballot, but if I were betting, I'd say it'd probably be 2 or 3 ballots. That's unfortunate, because we are really going to be embarrassed. And it's because these 5 individuals won't go along with the rest of the Republican Party. Remember, we had internal elections 2 or 3 weeks ago. Over 85%, almost 90% of the Republican Conference, the Republican caucus, voted for Kevin to be the speaker. So these 5 or 6 individuals, they don't now have the right to come and thwart the will of the majority like what you're seeing them do. So I'm optimistic that at the end of the day, Kevin will get the gavel. These hardliners will either vote present, which means that they're not counted in the total, or they'll switch and vote for Kevin. But again, it's an embarrassment. But the people that should be embarrassed are the people that aren't following the will of the majority. I think at the end of the day, Kevin will be victorious, and we can try to rally the Republican Party. We got too much at stake, Greta. We've got to form our committees. We've got to have oversight and investigation. We got to hold the administration accountable. These 5 or 6 individuals, they're stopping all of that. They're thwarting the conservative agenda. And that's really what's at stake here.
Well, let's see what happens tomorrow. Thank you, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Greta. Have a good night.